Hi everyone, welcome to today's live. My name is Naomi, I'm the gemologist here at HABIB, and for today's live, in lieu of Gem Fest, we'll be talking about different colored gemstones for each live. And for today, we will be talking about blue gemstones. So first of all, what is the allure surrounding blue gemstones? Number one, the blue color is not very common in nature. So you see red fruits, green fruits, yellow fruits, but you don't really see blue colored fruit. I don't even know if I can mention a fruit that is blue in color. Same goes for plants, for trees, things like that. You can't really find blue color in nature except for the sky and the sea. So a lot of the blue colors that I'll be showing you are very reminiscent of the sky or the sea. Okay, now if you think about blue gemstones, of course we have to think about the king of all gemstones, which is the blue sapphire. So here we have that was the tanzanite. So here we have a couple of blue color rings, this one being the blue sapphire. Okay, so blue sapphire, very beautiful gemstone. When you think of a blue stone, most likely you'll think of a blue sapphire, but again, not all blue gemstones are blue sapphires. So we want to be showing you the different kinds of blue gemstones that are not only blue sapphires. Okay, now if you've watched my live before, you will know that sapphires don't only come in blue color, they also come in a wide range of colors, except for one color, which is red. Because red is ruby. Okay, so I'll show you this ring. Okay, so this ring is made up of fancy colored sapphire. So basically in the sapphire family, we call different colors of sapphire as fancy colors if they are not blue. Okay, so we've got pink sapphire, orange sapphire, green sapphire. Okay, these are considered fancy colored sapphires. Okay, so the price of this ring is 5,855 ringgit with all different colors of fancy colored sapphires. Now when we go to this ring just now, this is a blue sapphire and it's very affordable, 1,199 ringgit. So a lot of people think that purchasing a blue sapphire needs to be very expensive, but not necessarily. You can find sapphires as low as 1,000 ringgit, such as the one in this ring. Reason being is that the sapphires are smaller and perhaps either too light or too dark. In that case, the price becomes much more affordable. Okay. Okay, so the price of this one is 1,199 ringgit. Okay, now this ring over here may look like a blue sapphire. Now let me compare it side by side. Okay, now this stone is actually not a blue sapphire. This is called a tanzanite. Okay, so not every blue stone that you see is considered a sapphire, which is why I would like you to learn that today. Okay, this is a tanzanite. There's only one deposit in the world. It comes from Tanzania, and the price of this is 2,488 ringgit. So a tanzanite gemstone is very similar in color to a blue sapphire. A lot of people like to use it as a replacement of a blue sapphire, but take into consideration that a blue sapphire has a hardness of 9 and a tanzanite has a hardness of 6 to 6.5, meaning that you should take extra caution when wearing your tanzanite ring. What are the nice things about owning a tanzanite? It's much more affordable compared to a blue sapphire. Okay, but in some cases it's also more rare. So now for men's rings, blue sapphire is very popular. We have these two blue sapphire rings. The one at the top is 1,088 ringgit. The one at the bottom is 1,669 ringgit. Okay, blue sapphires are very desired by men because of its color. And a lot of people also do like to get matching couple rings made out of blue sapphire. Now sapphires are a really good option to wear daily because they have a hardness of 9, which is 1 below diamond, meaning that in theory you should be able to wear it every day, no problem of breaking or chipping. Okay, so once again, if you're interested, the one at the top is 1088 and the one at the bottom is 1669 ringgit. Okay, some more blue sapphire rings here. 1,460 ringgit, very affordable. Okay, they are made up of 5 round blue sapphires and diamonds in white gold. 1,460 ringgit. Okay, blue sapphire pendants. Okay, I have a set of blue sapphire here. This is from our fireworks collection. First we have the ring. Now the color here of the blue sapphires are very desirable. They're very bright and vivid in color. This is with diamonds in white gold. 2,240 ringgit, 2240. Okay, it comes with a pair of matching earrings, which is 2,630 ringgit. Blue sapphires with diamonds. And then here we have the matching pendant with chain, which is 1,510 ringgit from the same collection. So only 1,510 ringgit. Again, why is it so affordable for such a prestigious gemstone? Because of the size of the sapphires. They are smaller, and when they are smaller they are much more affordable. Okay, so you can get this whole set for about, I think, below 8,000 ringgit. Okay, next. Okay, next I have 2 rings in front of me. They are light blue in color. Now I want you to take a guess. If you've been watching my lives, maybe you know what kind of gemstone this is. Maybe it's a tricky question. Okay, here we have this vivid light blue color, but the stone is very shiny. And here we have a soft blue color gemstone. Okay, so I want you guys to take a guess at what gemstones do you think both of these are. So you have top and bottom. Okay, so Ikin has answered blue topaz. Which one is the blue topaz, top or bottom? Okay, if I see any gem experts on the live, I want you guys to take a guess. What gemstones are these 2 rings? They are both blue color gemstones, light blue colors. You have the top and the bottom. Okay, you have H&M KL, aquamarine. Okay, Ikin, the darker one is blue topaz. Okay, so this is a little bit of a tricky one. This one here, the lighter color, is an aquamarine. Okay, so the price of this ring is 1,588 ringgit. So the aquamarine gemstone is the birthstone for March babies, such as myself. So this is one of my most favorite gemstones. So if you're a March baby, this one is the ring for you. Very affordable, 1,588 ringgit. So Ikin, you guessed this one as a blue topaz. Now you're very close. The difference is that this gemstone is much shinier compared to a blue topaz. So the one who guessed it correctly is actually Fatin. Fatin, I hope I got your name right this time, Fatin. Okay, so this is correct. This is a blue zircon. It may look like a blue topaz, but it is much more shiny. So this is a blue zircon and this is an aquamarine gemstone. Okay, I'll show you a blue topaz for comparison. So here is a blue topaz and here is a blue zircon. They're very similar in color, very shiny. Okay, but if I move it around, the blue zircon actually has more sparkle. So not every light blue gemstone is a blue topaz. Okay, they're both still quite affordable gemstones, just that blue zircon is known to have a stronger fire, is what they call it, compared to a blue topaz. So the price of this ring is 1,660 ringgit. Let me show you on my finger. 1660. In fact, the shine of a blue zircon can be very similar to a diamond. Okay, very similar to a diamond. And then here we have the blue topaz. So side by side, you can see. It may be a bit tricky to see on camera, but if you see it in person, you can definitely see the blue zircon is a bit more shiny compared to the topaz. Then of course we have the aquamarine. So some fun facts about aquamarine. It is the same family as emerald, the green gemstone. So it has the same chemical and hardness properties as the emerald. Okay, these are mainly mined in Brazil. Okay. So this blue topaz set just now comes in a ring, earrings, and also the necklace. So the price of the ring is 1,521 ringgit. The price of the necklace is 1,548 ringgit. And the earrings is 1,215 ringgit. Fathin, I bought a 3-stone blue zircon ring, the one in HABIB story for today's live. Kind of looks like a futuristic train. I think I know the one that you are talking about. I definitely had a say in that design. So it's a very iconic design for me. And it also actually comes in a tourmaline, and we are considering making it in purple garnet as well. Okay, next we have this beautiful gemstone, which is purplish bluish. Okay, it's similar to a London blue topaz, but it has a little bit more purple inside. Can you guess the name of this gemstone? I'm not sure if you've heard of this gemstone before. It's a purplish color. Can you take a guess at the name of this gemstone? It's purple, blue, blue, purple. It is not a tanzanite. It can be mistaken for a tanzanite. It can be mistaken for a London blue topaz. Okay, let's take a guess. Anyhow, in terms of pricing, I'll give you a hint. This one is 2,970 ringgit with natural diamonds, colorless diamonds. Okay, it comes with a pair of earrings, which is 2,849 ringgit, and it comes with the necklace, 2,398 ringgit. Again, it's not a sapphire. No, it's not a sapphire. You cannot get a sapphire this big for like 2,000 ringgit. It's not possible. Okay, unless it's maybe a created or a synthetic sapphire. So this is quite an affordable gemstone. This is actually an iolite. Okay, and again, Fathin has answered it correctly. This is an iolite. So an iolite is quite similar to a tanzanite, but it can be a little bit darker. So when I move it around, you will see hints of purple, blue, but you can also see a bit of grayish inside. Okay, that's how you differentiate an iolite from a tanzanite. So the ring that I'm wearing here is actually a tanzanite, and this is an iolite. Of course, my tanzanite is lighter than the iolite color, but the iolite tends to have a bit more purple inside the stone. So the price of the ring, 2,970 ringgit. Okay, Fathin, why do we add blue when we say blue topaz and blue zircon? That is a very good question. We even add blue when we say blue sapphire. The reason is that that gemstone comes in different colors as well. So blue sapphire, as you know, comes in different colors of sapphires, like pink and orange and yellow and all that. So that's why we need to specify the blue. Same goes for zircon. Zircon is actually a natural gemstone, not cubic zirconia. It's a natural gemstone. The natural color is kind of yellowish brownish, but it also comes in green, orangey, red. Okay, so that's why we need to specify blue zircon. And blue topaz, topaz is actually a gemstone that can occur, I would say, colorless, reds or peach or orange. That's why we must say blue topaz. Okay, there is also yellow topaz, which is a little bit more rare. Okay, next we have here. Okay, now in terms of blue topaz, there are different shades of blue. So if you see in this one ring, of course in the middle we have amethyst. Okay, on the side we have the darker blue and we have the medium blue. Okay, so the darker blue is called London blue topaz, this dark blue. The lighter one is called Swiss blue topaz. Swiss blue topaz. There is even a lighter blue. I don't have it with me here. Okay, I don't have it with me here, but these are the two most common colors. We have Swiss blue topaz and London blue topaz. Don't ask me why it's named London or Swiss. I actually don't know why. I don't know the correlation with the countries or the cities, but this is commonly known as Swiss and this is known as London blue topaz. So even when you say you are looking for a blue topaz, you can be more specific about what shade of blue. So when we talk about colors, we also need to talk about the lightness, the darkness, and the saturation of the colors. Fatin, where's iolite usually found at? Is it as rare as tanzanite, which can only be found in Tanzania? If I'm not mistaken, iolite does occur in a few countries, so it's not as rare as tanzanite. And most of the times, iolite is quite included. So people tend to use iolite as like crystals, like in the rough form or in a cabochon or in a bead form, compared to tanzanite, which most of the time is inclusion free and the rough is clear enough to create beautiful gemstones. It's Ikin, the darker one is more expensive than the lighter color one, correct? So for blue topaz, it's quite similar in price because both of the colors occur due to heat. So both of them have been heat treated to get the blue color. So what the difference is that the London blue topaz is heat and irradiation to create this blue, dark bluish greenish color. So they're very, very similar in price. Fatin, London and Swiss blue topaz, almost asked why they are named like that. Yes, I know people ask me as well. Perhaps I can do a bit more research into that, but honestly I'm not sure why they are named. Perhaps the heat treatment was maybe done in those cities. I've heard something like that. Don't quote me on that. Okay, both ring are beautiful, but my pocket is no. It's not expensive. Okay, a blue topaz is one of the most affordable gemstones out there, actually. Okay, so that's what I love about blue topaz. Generally, no inclusions. The hardness is 8. So diamond is 10, sapphire is 9, topaz is 8. So topaz is good enough to be worn every day. Okay, but the reason I do not recommend this as an engagement or a wedding ring, simply because it's a bit affordable. Okay, so for an engagement or a wedding ring, if you can try to ask for something a little bit more, I would recommend that. Okay, topaz, yes, you can wear daily, but you can get probably something a bit more expensive for engagement or wedding ring. So the price of this ring is 1,521 ringgit, and the darker one is 1,385 ringgit. So I would say a blue topaz is something like, ladies, you can get it on your own as like fashionable kind of jewelry. suitable to be worn daily without worrying about cracks and things like that. Yeah, so the flower one is really pretty, one of my favorites. Before becoming a HABIB fan, I always thought topaz is yellow, and my former employer also used yellow topaz as masukan. Okay, so topaz is colorless or blue or yes, yellow or brown, but in Malaysia, when people say yellow topaz, normally the stone that they are referring to is citrine. Okay, so it's kind of mixed up. Citrine and topaz are not the same family. Topaz is its own family, and citrine is under the family of quartz. The reason why maybe they are interchangeable or people get confused is because they are priced very similarly. So citrine, amethyst, topaz, they are very similar. In fact, topaz is a little bit more expensive than these. Okay, so normally if you want a natural yellow topaz or an imperial topaz, you can Google that. The most rare kind of topaz is called imperial topaz. Very, very expensive and rare in nature. But the ones that we see on the market, you'll most likely find blue topaz. Okay, just ask for blue diamond ring for engagement ring to make him run away. That's a good one because blue diamond rings can cost like $50 million. Not even ringgit, like $50 million. And most likely you have to buy it at an auction. So if you are actually looking at a blue diamond ring, we need to source it directly, either directly from the mine, or we need to go to auctions to be able to source the blue diamond because it's so rare. So I remember there was a question, can a blue zircon substitute a blue diamond in terms of the shine? No, because the color of blue diamond is like grayish blue. It's not like pure blue like the blue zircon. So it's quite obvious that you're not wearing a blue diamond, because people who know that you are wearing a blue diamond will know that you cannot get that color. What are colored gemstones that can as fancy color diamond imitation? That's a good question. I don't think that's a good question. I don't think there is one gemstone that can really imitate a fancy colored diamond. Reason being, the shine of the diamond is quite unparalleled. So you can definitely tell the difference between that gemstone versus a diamond. But let's say they're very, very small, like small as in the stones on the side. Maybe you could get away with it. You can look at spinel. For example, a pink color spinel can look similar to a fancy pink diamond, but only if it's very small. So if it's too big, it's quite obvious. Is rubellite more expensive than ruby? No, generally ruby is more expensive than rubellite. People like to use rubellite as an alternative to ruby, but nowadays people actually appreciate rubellite for its own characteristics. Rubellite color is a bit more pinkish red compared to ruby. Yeah, so I know ruby and rubellite are different gemstones, but just wonder the price. So rubellite is more affordable compared to ruby, and rubellite occurs in very big sizes, whereas in ruby it would be expensive. Like rubies, hundreds and thousands of ringgit, okay, for like a 3 carat or a 5 carat. For rubellite, maybe you can get it within 10,000 ringgit, maybe even 5,000 ringgit, depending on the size. Alright, so too much talking onto the different gemstones. Okay, so here we have an aquamarine pendant. If you are a March baby, Pisces baby like me, this is your birthstone. The price of this is 1,790 ringgit. 1790 ringgit. Okay, this is an aquamarine. Why do people like the light colored aquamarine? I know like a lot of people, they ask for like more vivid colors, but aquamarine has this very calming sensation when you look at the stone. You think of like very calm waters when you look at this stone. So 1,790 ringgit for this pendant. Do we have rubellite pendants? I don't think we do. Perhaps we could check, because today we're talking about blue gemstones. We'll try to see if we have. Okay, here, this is a perfect example of the different colors of topaz in one necklace. So you have London blue topaz and London blue and sky blue topaz. So this is London, the dark blue, and this is light blue, the sky blue topaz with diamond. This is 70% off. So the price after 70% off needs to be calculated. Okay, Ikin, I do not have a rubellite pendant. That's a garnet. This is a garnet. Okay, this is, we don't have a rubellite pendant, but I have a garnet ring which can look like a rubellite. This is a rhodolite. This is a rhodolite ring, which is similar to a rubellite in color. This is an actual garnet, whereas rubellite comes from the tourmaline family. So the price of this ring is 2,399 ringgit. Next up, we cannot talk about blue gemstones without blue sapphire, right? So here we have diamonds and blue sapphire. So the price of this tennis bracelet is 6,750 ringgit. It's very nice for stacking. Ikin, I usually shy away from yellow and orange gemstones, but I accidentally love yellow diamonds. Just bought the one ring with flowers at the center. Yes, yellow diamonds are very pretty because of its shine. Okay, so the price of this is 1,190 ringgit for this blue topaz necklace. Okay, here we have a bracelet, okay, which is tanzanite and aquamarine. Really like this bracelet. You have light blue, dark blue. The price of this is 24,500 ringgit. H&M KL. Hi Naomi, could you comment on changing colored gemstones like zoltanite? Okay, I've heard of zoltanite before. The tricky thing about zoltanite is, especially depending where you buy it from, a lot of sellers like to trick you into selling actual zoltanite, but they actually sell you glass. So if you have a zoltanite at home, you can bring it into HABIB. We can assess it for you. Because we've had instances like this before where, you know, customers have bought gemstones from other merchants, like they're traveling to Turkey or Egypt or Morocco, and people are selling them zoltanite even with a zoltanite certificate. Let me tell you, most likely that is glass, because I've seen it myself. One thing that you need to consider when you're buying a color changing gemstone is the price. If it is too affordable, it may be too good to be true, because natural color changing gemstones such as alexandrite, that is a natural gemstone, is very, very expensive. It can go up to or it can even start at $2,000 per carat. It can be more expensive than diamonds, okay? But also people have synthetic alexandrite. So if you see a color changing gemstone and you think that the price is very, very affordable, most likely it could be too good to be true, number one, or it could be treated, okay? So fun fact, please do a bit of research on the pricing before you buy the gemstone, okay? What kind of diamonds do we use? We use only natural diamonds, and the quality depends on the price point. Price and size of both of the rings on my finger. So here we have a tanzanite. I love tanzanite a lot. It's like, people will think you're wearing a sapphire. People will think you're really, really like rich wearing this, because you get the strong, vivid color. To get this size in blue sapphire, you have to spend maybe 1 million ringgit, few 100,000. But the price of this ring is only 16,800 ringgit. if you want to look for this in a blue sapphire, few 100,000 ringgit. Okay, this is a tanzanite, 16,800 ringgit. This is size 13. It can be resized. Clean it a little bit. Okay, this is a very rare gemstone because you can only find it in one country in the world, which is Tanzania. It's not Tanzania, so I learned how to pronounce it. It's Tanzania. Okay, it is a natural gemstone, vivid blue color. Compared to this is a blue sapphire, also pretty, 11,700 ringgit, size 13. It can be resized. Okay, this one is a tanzanite. This one is a blue sapphire. Okay, next, my pendant. We will show a close-up. This is from the Arowana collection. Here we have a natural opal, very, very pretty opal. Okay, and then we have blue zircon, the shiny stone here. We have tanzanite, we have aquamarine, we have tourmaline and diamonds. It's a very original, one-of-a-kind design inspired by the Arowana collection. Very, very pretty. If you're interested, we only have one piece. Please take a screenshot. Okay, the necklace that looks like a constellation. Ano yung blue topaz necklace? Yung black. Where did it go? The one yung I asked for the price. Okay, we'll try to look for the gemstone. Meanwhile, can I see a 360 view of the tanzanite ring? Here you go. This is a 360 view of the tanzanite ring. Okay, and here is the constellation and pendant with chain, so it's a necklace. The price after 70% off is 1,190 ringgit, 1190. If you're interested, please take a screenshot. All right, so that is it for today's live about blue gemstones. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys tune in to other lives during our Gem Fest. Thank you. Bye-bye.